my market morning wrap. It's a little bit later than today. It's 9:46, later than usual. I've just been flat out writing and typing, and the markets have been very interesting over the last 24 hours, as you've seen. We had a rout in commodities. Copper this morning is down at 201.60. Most people think it needs to go into the ones. Let's get that out of the way. Let's get a print with a one on it, and then we can move on. Oil's at 41.99 a barrel. The Saudis came out last night and said that they're going to start working with other nations. So I think we can start to think about the recent low in August being the floor, and prices should hold above $39 for a little while. It's not out of the woods by any stretch of the imagination. Let's have a look at the charts while I talk. It's not out of the woods by any stretch of the imagination. And but you can see here, if I was to draw a trend line, just a little trend line here, you know, probably there should be the first touch. It's there. It's got to get through my fast moving average, which today, you know, 42.70. Let's call it 43 bucks. That it's got to get through. If you look at it, the way that I trade on the dailies, it's suggestive of a rally. And yesterday in my afternoon report at Axie, I said that you know, as long as it holds above 39 bucks, it's looking okay. If I have a look at it on the weeklies, you know, it's suggestive of consolidation as well. And the monthlies, well, it's just way overdone on the monthlies. Please excuse that messy chart. So I'm not uber bearish crude by any stretch of the imagination. The other thing where a lot of people were uber bearish yesterday is euro. That's my daily chart of euro. You can see there, hopefully, that we've had an interesting candle, a big probe lower. We went under 106 at one stage. Like oil, it's not entirely out of the woods, but I think that what potentially the market is underpricing is the potential for a at the ECB meeting on December 3rd. I'm happy to buy now with a 2 ATR stop. That's how I position size with my risk controls, and we'll see how that goes. That will give me a stop below the low for the year. My sense is that, and there was a comment, I won't say the lady's name because I can't pronounce it, but members saying that there's no need for more easing, and that the euro area has continued to show that it is resilient in the face of what's going wrong everywhere else around the globe at the moment. So from that point of view, you know, that if you get Jens Wiedmann on one side and Mario Draghi on the other, it's not a lock, or market could be disappointed with the size of the easing that Draghi ultimately puts into place. So we've talked about oil and we've talked about euro. The other big one, of course, is the US stock market, and the US stock market continues to stall. I've got so many charts here, I can't find it. Continues to stall. There we go. These are my Axie Trader MT4 platform. That to me is a market that's stalling. That to me, that's the dailies on the S&P 500 in MT4 terms. That trend line is a very old trend line. It goes back a long time. And my sense is, if you look at this, you look at the stochastics here, you look at the MACD, you look at the price action, and while S&P 500 is below 2100, I'm not overly excited, which means naturally the extension of that is that I can't get too excited about the ASX. It looks like it's stalled. It looks like it's, look at the stochastics, they've crossed over. We're stalling here. To me, that looks like it's heading back to 5200 target. If we have a look at the other big one we've been watching, which is the DAX, of course, it's stalled, but finding support there on that breakout level. We'll wait and see how that one travels over the next So key ones in terms of dollar yen, 122.60 is the big level to keep an eye on. It bounced off that yesterday, but it's, as you can see here, it's reversed off from a 4-hour From a 4-hour point of view, it's slipping. It doesn't have a lot of direction, but a break here of 122.60 would be the key. Sterling, don't really have much to say about sterling other than that I have no sense that it's anything but ugly just at the moment. The price action is terrible. I'm trying to find a sterling chart for you here. The price action is terrible at the moment. One thing a guy on Twitter asked me this morning was what I thought of his sterling. Maybe a little bit overcooked on the 4 hours, but on the daily is looking, incredibly weak. No real reason to buy that one yet. I was asked about sterling CAD. It looks to me like CAD drives that cross, and I'll be a seller of sterling CAD. So on the day today, it's a big night tonight. We've got Governor Stevens talking at the ABA. We'll know a lot more about what he thinks and his colleagues at the RBA think about Australian growth. Then we have German GDP, we have German IFO and US GDP. So it's a big night for Forex traders tonight. Some big event risks. So, watch out for those. It's probably best to be live for those if you can, given how fractious markets might become. That's it for me. Have a great day today. I'm Greg McKenna. You can catch me on Twitter at Gregory McKenna. You can catch me at AxiTrader, either on the Twitter feed, AxiTrader, or on the Markets blog. And you can also catch me at Business Insider or my own website, gregmckenna.com.au. Have a great day and bye for now.